Because this is. I have a feeling this is gonna be a bit of a discussion as well.
So this one, all right. So it's my time for my gift to you. You get something? Hey, come back here. So this is the point of the show where one of us usually gives someone else a game, gives them a chance to play something new they've never played before, and review it. Every once in a while, we'll do something where we all play. So last time it was Night Trap. Didn't go so well.
Did you find it? I know what you're looking for. The counter right below next to it. Hey, the one next to it. Yeah, in there. There's like a whole tray of shot glasses. Grab me one too.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, we played Night Trap last time. Didn't work out so well because the game's awful. And I heard of a game. I said we were going to re-rack, but I decided let's play a game called Doki Doki Literature Club, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun. It sounds like one of the visual novels. You know, pick a girl and go through the dialogue tree and
Pound Town.
Hopefully go to Pound Town. So, and for the first hour or two, it kind of is that.
It kind of gets. Oh yeah, no, it is kind of that. Yeah.
Doki Doki Literature Club is a free-to-play game, by the way, everyone. You can go to Steam right now and play it for absolutely free.
Yep.
Now, before we get into the conversation, are we going to do spoilers on this thing?
Yes. Oh, we have
to, right?
We have to.
Okay.
No, in the title for this podcast, I was really thinking, I was like, it'd be like SPOILERCAST.
Yeah. Okay.
For this.
Good.
So full on. Honestly, though, even with the spoilers, you can still play it yourself.
If you have not played this game or have anyone to play this game and don't want this thing spoiled, go play this game.
Pause this. Go spend 4 hours or whatever playing it. And come back. We'll still be here.
Yeah. It's worth your time.
We're waiting.
It's worth your time.
Let me pass this.
Right. Well, while they're doing that, hey, go ahead and play. We're just gonna take care of this.
Brief interlude.
Cheers.
This will
gentlemen.
come in handy for this.
Yep. That's good.
Let's talk about Doki Doki.
I didn't hear that last time. All right. Doki Doki time.
That's might be one of my favorite whiskeys to shoot at least.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyway. All right. Spoilers. Here we go.
Full on spoilers.
So, Doki Doki Literature Club starts off just like one of those classic visual novels where it's like anime girls talking to you and being cute, and you're trying to figure out which one you want to be with, and
super fan
make decisions,
servicey.
and it is.
1 second before we get started.
Yeah.
So, on the download page for this game, when you start the game, it gives you warnings about like graphic content and stuff. Pay attention to those fucking warnings.
Oh yeah.
Is this not for children?
This is not for children.
Don't play this with your kids in the room.
No.
If you
yourself,
suffer from any kind of depression,
don't play it. Yeah,
it's
like they put it in there, and you see like the pictures and the title, and everything. You think, it's
super
cute.
No,
Seriously,
no.
Heed those warnings.
Yeah, if you have issues yourself, please do not.
So
yeah.
I mean,
now spoilers.
The hook for the game was just like it sounds like a normal visual novel, and at some point it takes this complete left turn, and that is an understatement. So.
It falls off a cliff.
So
there's no left turn. It's gone.
Yeah.
But even then, like after that, it gets even crazier.
Yeah. but it's literally like half the game. So like you're playing almost 2 hours of the game, and it's like a straight normal visual novel where you don't really realize anything's different. You're pursuing one of the 3 different girls you can pursue, and the way that the main mechanic of the game is you're at high school. You join the literature club, and you're making...
Because your neighbor friend asked you to.
Right, your neighbor friend that you've known forever, you always went to school with, asked you to, so you end up joining. And the literature club makes poems, and you make your poem trying to steer it. You pick words off a screen. Like, you pick words that you think that one of these girls will like. So you're trying to steer the poem to be... So basically one of these girls like you.
You're trying to impress one of them.
You're trying to impress one of them. So the next day you go in there, you read your poem, the girl's like, yeah, that's great, or yeah, you're really writing like this girl or whatever. And then about 2 hours into it, one of the girls starts to change.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like there's a gradual change. It's like all of a sudden, like, hey, this person's changed.
The next day she's feeling
what was the girl's name? The
Sayori?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she was your childhood friend.
Yeah.
And she starts kind of like, she's usually like super happy and bubbly and nice and cheerful, and all of a sudden she's just not.
Yeah.
Like she's standoffish in the corner, and you don't know why. And Mel, want to explain this? I guess I'll do it. So like, but you're pursuing this girl, and she asked you at one point, like, no, if. Go ahead.
Which girl did you guys pursue?
Yuri.
Okay.
Well, I guess at some point in the game, that the game steers you towards her anyway. So like you only have a choice in that first section of the game.
In the okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know
I did some reading it. I finished the game. I had to learn as much about this as I could. So like she starts like, and she asked you like when you walk home with her, and she asked you if Yuri asked you to walk home with her, what would you say? So
my god!
Like you're just like so you have one of two outcomes here. Pretty much you're gonna be like, no, the girl you've been pursuing for the 2 hours at that point, Yuri, is just like maybe I don't want to pursue that and go with this other girl, or you're gonna break that girl's heart, right?
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form. So what did you guys say?
I'd say I walk with Yuri.
So did I.
I was a dick. Damn it! I was hoping one of us would at least pick the other because I was kind of curious, and I did do a save point at that point. Yeah, because I was like, what do I do?
So, and that kind of she spirals into hysteria.
God, it just
So she like what's the girl's name again? I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Sayori like ends up like falling into this like hysteria and like laughing but not smiling and like just runs off. And then the next day, you knock on the door and she's not, and she doesn't get out there, and you go up to her room.
Well, there's 2 days like that.
Right, you go up to the room and you talk to her.
You talk to her, and then she breaks down and tells you that she's having issues. Yeah. Like she's depressed. That this whole cheerful thing is just a front.
She's late to school because she can't find the will to get out of bed because she is having like clinical depression.
Like, it's super serious, and you're just like.
And I just crushed her 5 sentences ago.
Crushed her, yeah.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but I did it again later.
Oh, I did too. Oh, I totally did.
I don't think I did. I think just like something's going on here, and I was just trying to turn it
because
around.
then she asked you because then it's like, okay, it's how do you respond? It's like, I love you too. Yeah. Because she basically tells you, she flat out basically tells you that I want to be with you.
Yeah, and we've been wanting to be like that for a long time.
We've been wanting that for a long time. So it's more. So then your options are, I love you too, or you are such a great friend. You are like my best friend.
You're my dearest friend. You're my dearest friend. Never change.
Exactly. That's the one I picked.
Yeah, me too.
I said I loved her. But it's still.
I'm guessing it didn't change things.
No, it still spiraled.
Okay.
So it became like you're just saying that like pity type of thing, and so you go to school, you go to the club afterwards. She's not there. You go to the club, and so you realize like, oh crap, go back to her house, and she's hung herself.
Yep.
And that's when like. The crazy sounds start happening. The
screen starts going nuts.
The screen starts going nuts. Did you see the read file?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was like you said, read something .txt, and you can go into the game files and read that and start getting a little idea what's going on.
That's what I did. I'm like, I was read something that, and I'm like, okay, well, let's.
This is where the cleverness of this game actually does come into play too.
Right. This is when that left turn starts happening.
This is crazy. Like,
so
I've never seen a game do stuff like this before, ever.
I've seen. I mean, what was it? The first Metal Gear Solid boss battle kind of.
Well,
stuff like that.
And Eternal Darkness for GameCube had like that, like breaking the fourth wall when it was affecting like the player, not just like what's going on the screen.
Yeah.
Because visual novels usually break the fourth wall anyway, right? Like the characters are looking right at the screen and talking to you.
Don't know.
Right.
You've played some.
I've never played them to completion.
Fair enough. But I'm saying, like, just in general, like, when you're talking to someone, it's like you're making the choices, they're talking directly at you, so they're kind of breaking that fourth wall. Well, this one just completely obliterates the fourth wall, and it's not there at all. So, but, like, it's like the screen starts going crazy, and other things happening, and credits start to roll. And then you get a chance to play a new game again.
But new game's all scrambled.
It's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Gibberish.
You can't read a thing.
The audio's all gibberish. You start like you just started before, but the story changes because the girl is now dead. Like the girl's been like erased from the game. Like she's not there anymore, but the story still starts.
The other three girls are on the screen without her.
Yeah,
on the screen. Yeah.
And so it's like you hit new game, and in the original game, Sayori talked you into joining the club and promised cupcakes and everything, and she's not there now. Now the president of the club is just talking to you directly and being like, "Hey, you should join the literature club."
Yeah.
So like the whole story has changed, but you're still starting from the main point. And then, but while that's happening, there's little flashes of things happening.
Oh my god!
Sounds and like
Jesus, some of those things.
And it's just like this scratch in the back of your eyeballs and the back of your brain. Like, so, like you kind of knew you saw something, but you weren't 100% sure.
When the girl's eyes popped,
his eyes
and then the blood came out. Yeah. Oh my god!
So like
that was ridiculous. I was not expecting that.
The game starts like tearing itself apart from like the inside out.
Yeah.
But you at that point, that's when you are forced to start. You still pursue Yuri. So
in the second playthrough, you're forced to pursue Yuri.
Yeah. So you're playing through the game again. You're still doing the poems, but like the poem options are different now. You can only like one of the 2 girls. There's only 2 left now.
Well, actually,
it gets really weird though, because towards the end of that playthrough, it's like there's only the 2 girls, and they like jump up and down when you choose a word they like. But towards the end, the dead girl starts popping up again. At the bottom of the screen, like you can see her head like come off the very bottom.
I didn't get that at all.
There was a couple times where I picked a word where I thought it was like, because I was still going for Yuri's words, but I ended up picking something that wasn't. And then I saw that part. I was like, what the? I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on here?
I read some of the wiki stuff afterwards because I was just so curious. I was just
so interesting.
Yeah, I was just so curious, and like you can do all kinds. Like, well, I'll get into one of those things later on, but. There are like 1 in like 75 chances of like things happen in that game that would not happen otherwise. Like there's all kinds of random occurrences that can happen. One of them just being like, this person flashes this face this one time ever in this one section, and like there's all kinds of craziness. So you're still writing the poems, and Yuri's just become more and more attached to you, like completely obsessed, being like, you're going to sit down, we're going to read this together, and you're going to love me. And just like, what's going on? And then talking about like, oh my God, the faces. Dude, there's a couple times like her eyes just looking at me.
Oh my God.
And it'll just flash that way. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, so the stuff like popping into the screen like momentarily, it got me to the point where like the normal animations were like, I saw something, I'm like, what the fuck moved?
I know.
And I go to the next screen, and it's just like her arm was here, and now her arm's down. I'm like, oh fucking Christ.
Oh, when she'd go out in the hallway, and she'd have her sleeve up, and it's all cut up on her arm.
So in the first playthrough, Yuri comes over to your house, and you leave your room for something, and they say like, you come back, and she's quickly rolling down her sleeve.
Yeah. And they allude to it in the first one.
She's a cutter.
But she has a knife thing. Period. She's like a thing for knives.
That's common with cutters.
Yeah,
but they fetishize however you pronounce it, blades.
Yeah.
So at this point in the game, things are happening. Things are flashing, and you got weird sounds, and the text gets all weird, and like the button gets all weird. It's like there is zero trust between me and that game at this point. So I don't know what's happening, and that gives that feeling where it's just like you just get so tense and like it's just like this off-putting feeling. You're just so unsettled by the whole thing, which is really the brilliance, I think, of this whole game.
Absolutely.
So, you're doing your poems with Yuri.
Yeah.
What was the thing that actually set her off?
I don't remember.
So it got to the point where, Monica kept trying to push.
Monica's the president of the.
Monica's the president. So basically, it got to the point where you got back to the point of who had what job for the festival.
Yes.
So then, and you were being, and the game was forcing you to pick Monica.
Right.
At this point.
Yeah. You would click on something. You would like. You would try to click on the mouse and go back.
Or if you click someone else, it would keep zooming in, so you couldn't. Oh
That's
my!
What it was
that
doing
was
to me.
Freaking me out.
If you keep do that, did you get to the point where like it was just like 40 Monica buttons? Did you get to that point?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was insane. So. Once you do, you're like, fine, fuck it. I have to do it. I have to pick Monica. So I pick Monica, and then like like both her and the other girl snap about this.
I don't remember the other girl's name.
I don't remember either. She sucks. She was honestly I didn't care for her character at all this whole game. She was
there for fodder.
I just found her super annoying. But then it got to a point where Yuri's like, okay, well, you're still gonna walk me home and all this today, right? Yeah. Right? Like, okay. And then they were like, oh, well, we'll all leave together. And Yuri's like, oh no, would you mind staying back?
That's right.
Like, I want to talk to you really quick.
Monica asked you to stay.
No, Yuri asked you to stay back.
Monica is like pushing
Monica was pushing everyone to leave at the same time. But Yuri was pushing to stay back. I was like, oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I'll stay back. And then that's when she goes and she pours her heart out and all this stuff, like her obsessive heart out about wanting to be with you. So then your only option is to say, yeah, I want to be with you too. The minute we're going to full spoiler, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. The minute you say that, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy," and then just starts stabbing herself. Like, oh my god.
Well, I told her, I think you can say yes or no to her at that point, because I'm pretty sure I said no at that point, and it was the same result.
I think I said yes. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But like, yeah, and like the sound of that happening, like, oh my god.
Like, oh yeah, crazy.
And then the game ends again.
Well, no.
No.
Before that, she falls down, she dies.
And it's just gibberish.
It's just gibberish text.
Oh,
Forever.
yeah.
I kept hitting enter, and I'm like,
do you
what's
know
going
what
on?
happened there?
No.
So she dies. You sit there the whole weekend. The
Oh,
changes this day night.
That's right, because they come back on
Yeah,
Monday.
and they come back on Monday, and they're like, what the hell happened?
I didn't even put two and two together there.
they're basically finishing the game at that point.
That's right. I didn't even put that together because they eventually got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit skip and see what happens.
That's what I did.
This is driving me nuts. And then I'm like, even then I'm like, holy crap! Like, I'm glad I hit skip because I was sitting there hitting enter for a long time.
Because like the sun rises, sun sets. I didn't even think about that.
And they come back and they find her dead, and then the game starts over again.
Now without Yuri.
Yeah.
At this point, it's 2 o'clock in the morning in my world. Because I couldn't put it down.
It's rolling up on probably 11:30, 45 last night.
What was it? When I got home.
Well, you got to refresh me. I played like the day after we.
I think when I got home Monday night. So yeah, I played it pretty fresh too. Yeah, you played it really quick
right away.
after. So you
I told these guys like stick with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be slow for a couple hours. Stick with it.
Well, knowing that it was only like a 4-hour game, I was gonna stick with it anyways. But yeah, at first, like when you're going through and it's literally just a visual novel.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Christ, man. I'm like, here we go, Night Trap all over again.
So when you restart, so you have more fresh in your mind. So after you restart,
I have fresh in my mind, but it was midnight.
Right.
Was it a restart though? I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
Or did it just get right to the Monica section?
I think you hit restart, but I think it goes straight to the Monica section.
At that point, then
yes, I think that's what it was.
So it's just a screen. It's just you. It's just.
No. Is it? Fuck. What is it? Because it's something where like.
God, I'm trying to.
You're talking to someone, and as you're talking, I think you're talking to someone. It may have even been Yuri before she dies, and as you're talking to her, like. The speech is getting more crazy and more crazy, and the picture starts fading in with Monica overtaking her picture.
That's right. That's exactly what happened. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that was crazy.
So you can kind of see it happening,
it started fading, and then it fully came into play.
Yeah. It's at first like it starts fading, and I'm like, is that Sayori? Because you can kind of make.
That's what I thought.
I can make out like a hair bow, and
I thought she was coming back.
At first,
or
I thought it was
something.
like a sailor hat or some
yeah.
shit. But then it comes into full focus. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Dude, I just got goosebumps thinking about this thing. So Monica goes in the full frame, and it's just you and her, and she again pours her heart out to you that she has essentially manipulated this game.
She deleted everyone.
Deleted the
she's
files.
The AI.
She's the AI of the game.
Killed everyone, and
manipulated the game so that the girls would start treating her differently just to get them all out of the way. Like no matter how depressed this one girl got, or no matter how crazy this one girl got, like you guys were still together. So she ended up having to delete all the other girls.
And so like she starts talking, she's like, for my, putting your name, I put in art because I'm not making up a fucking name. It's like, art, or you might go by, and it reads the name on your user profile on your fucking computer.
Yep.
Oh, that was
because mine's tied to one of my email accounts, and it read it like the first part of it there. I'm like, motherfucker.
So this game is like it just the fourth wall does not exist.
And then she starts talking about how she deleted all the other characters, and if you have, I still had the folder open with all this shit, and I go into the characters folder, and as she says that, like 30 seconds later, all the names disappear.
Yeah.
And it's just Monica.chr in there.
So this part took me way longer than it should have.
You didn't get the hint?
No. It eventually clicked.
So
it took a long time to get the first. It took me almost an hour to get to this point.
And it says like that. It says like you're playing. I was like, you're playing on Steam. It took a little longer to get into Steam, to get into the profiles, to get to like the whatever. So you actually have to go like it keeps alluding to these files. So you can just like you could do that read file from earlier on. You can go in that file, and you have to delete that character.
And you have to delete Monica.
It kind of tells you too. Cause it's like. Yeah,
it does right away. Right away at the beginning.
You could have right click on the icon and go to folder, and it'll bring up the folder, and you can see the characters. And like she mentioned, like this is all a simulation, and it was me all along. And you should have known this. It's in the Steam description. And like then I'm pulling up Steam and I'm looking on the product page. I'm like, yeah,
I
it kind of is there.
I did the exact same thing because I was like, because eventually after a little while, I'm like, okay, let me go to the product page and see. There's got to be a hint of how to progress in this.
Yeah.
Which I didn't look for it for that. I just wanted to see like, does it actually say that in here? And I'm like, yeah,
it kind of does. Yeah.
But then like she's like rambling on for a while. I'm like, fuck this. So I delete the Monica character file and then like.
Oh, the
AI system like crashes.
Yeah,
It's like, how could you do this to me? All that kind of stuff.
And then she said, and she has like a change of heart, which is like, fine, my last moment of my life, I'm gonna bring the girls back.
Yeah,
and you restart the game again, but this time without Monica.
Right.
So
like, on the title screen, then it showed the three of them minus Monica. That's where I stopped.
You can go back into.
I know
the game.
you can go back in and continue with those three. Right? I didn't get a chance to.
You continue past that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't get it. I wanted to. I didn't get a chance to go back.
You didn't need to go very long.
Yeah, there was. It was only maybe it was like 15
you're getting
minutes.
spoiled here. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, absolutely. No, go ahead and spoil it because like I meant to do it. I totally didn't have time to go back and like I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be much more after that.
Yeah, it's like this again. The story changes again because it's minus Monica. So your childhood friend is now like the president of the club.
So Sayori is the president of the literature club now.
Everyone seems normal. Ish. But there was still something else. Like there was still like a.
Did Yuri and that other girl still have that fight?
I don't think it goes that long.
It doesn't.
It doesn't go that far.
But something happens and like Sayori starts becoming like right off the bat like really bossy and controlling. I think it is.
Yeah, she's kind of feels like she's turning into Monica.
Right.
Near the end of that.
And so yeah, she's the president. So now she's the AI. So then isn't it like Monica pops back up and like this is wrong. I can't do this. And it deletes like your game save file, deletes the program files, deletes all the shit off your computer.
Yeah.
No shit. Oh wow. Okay.
And I think at the end you get a message. It's like if you want to replay, you have to reinstall the software.
No shit. That's awesome. All right. Well, if it's quick, I'm gonna go just do it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna do it
minutes.
anyways, and also it'll delete off my computer for me then too. So
well, you still need to go through it and uninstall, but it makes it so like the game's unplayable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I love that they just hide. Like the answers for everything was right at the beginning, or like in the files. Like all answers, everything was right to begin with. Yeah. And I like how long they string you along. It was just like, like man, what is this gonna happen? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like you said it, and like other things is like it's like you stick with it until the twist hits, and you're there for a couple.
Those first couple hours are rough.
And it's
like
a straightforward visual novel. I'm like, motherfucker.
Those
how did I get roped into this shit? I hate these fucking games.
Yeah, that was rough.
And then Sayori starts like slipping into depression. I'm like, and.
It's like, okay, here we go.
I'm like, she's gonna fucking kill herself.
Yep.
She's a cutter. Where the hell is this all going?
Yeah.
So and it did not disappoint, man. Like that's such a unique and cool experience.
Yeah. I like when games do stuff like that where it's like, I'm gonna read the name on your user profile folder on your computer. I'm gonna start deleting files and. You can see how to delete them.
And then to advance the game, you have to go in and delete this character, like this file yourself.
Like you have to play along with us. Like we're making you play along in this reality.
If you are listening to this, I just saved you 45 fucking minutes. It took me down. Jesus.
But
the thing is, that's on you, man.
But the thing is, though, she never repeated what Monica was.
She kept having new dialogue.
She kept having new dialogue, which is really impressive considering how long I waited. Like I was pretty impressed.
Look at the wiki guide for this thing, and to see like how many different things you can do with the files too. Because you can do different things where you can change the character files to like.
Well, I'm half wondering now, like, what if I start up a new game and I just delete one of them?
You can do that.
What the fuck's going to do then?
I
can't say I'm going to do it because I'm not going to.
What if I delete Monica right away? Like that's or something like that.
But you can do those type of things, and it will adjust in the game. Like if you delete like Yuri right off the bat, like it's gonna fast forward to a different section, or like completely like obliterate the game and like tell you to like start from scratch. But you can do things like that. You can change the file types, and it will like you can change like the audio files on some of those characters. You can change the TXT files, and actually like have some like weird either a weird document that was written by a character that's like and or like you can change it to like one you can change to a picture, which is like a weird picture of like one of the characters. Like there's so much going on in that game, and people are modding it now. I don't know if you even realize that, and putting them in different situations and different locations.
I'm not sure I'd want to play a modded version of that game.
I'm
just saying
that was messed up enough. I'm good.
Not messed up. I think it was just like it was so.
Not messed up, but I mean, like
I think the rhythm of it and like the pacing of it was just so brilliant because why do we get to the point of just like I'm not doing this anymore? That's when it starts getting. That's when it started getting weird. Then even after it got weird, it's just like, how many times am I gonna go through this? Am I gonna go through every single girl and do like?
Well, that's when you start the second new game. It's like the same dialogue, and I'm like,
for a while, yeah.
I'm like, don't tell me I have to go through this whole fucking multiple hours.
It's like,
it really changed when those two girls had that fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Savory wasn't there to break them, to
exactly.
stop the fight. So it kept. That's when it really started changing. Was from there, and then but that was my thing. So after I did the whole Monica thing, that it was like it wasn't super late, but I was already playing for like 4 hours straight. And I'm just like, you know what? It looks like I can do more. I'll come back to this, and that's why I didn't do. And that sucks. It was only like 15 minutes more, maybe. Yeah.
After I got through the part where you delete Monica, I did pull up a wiki, and I'm like, how much more is this? And I just went to the bottom to see how much more text there was. I didn't actually read it.
Yeah.
And there was like maybe 2 paragraphs there. And I saw one said like, for the happy ending and for this, I'm like, okay, I'm at the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it off one more time.
Okay.
Give this like 20 minutes. If it's not over, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of things, and like, and I feel like that's one of those games where like, people can keep digging into and keep finding, and it's so simple. Like it's just such a simple premise, and it's just
all for free.
And all for free. I can't
believe this experience for free.
I've never done this, but like on Steam they have that, and they have something that they call a character pack.
Yeah,
I've actually thought about going in and dropping the $4 in a character pack just to send some fucking money their way.
Hell yeah. So. Man, that was a trip and a half, and I'm glad that was not another night trap situation.
If it was, you would have been done.
Yeah.
No more. I can't even give you like individual games.
No more suggestions on groups.
Mike's not allowed.
We come up with the group games from now on.
All right, I want you to play Payday. No, I know it's a game. No,
go to hell.
So yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, go. It's on Steam. It's completely free.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's totally worth going
even if you just went through the whole spoiler, like it's just cool. There's so much that happens in that time period. Just so many little quick, interesting visual and audio tricks, and it was just totally worth your time. Go check it out.
Like even when you're in the Monica part at the end and she starts deleting the other characters, like a command prompt box pops up with showing the commands being typed.
Yep.
Delete.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yuri
yeah.
CHR.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. Look at it.
I know, man. It's like
Jesus.
It's just like
it's crazy. No, and then the second half, the second new game. There's so much that we can't even talk about, only because it's like just there's so much going on the screen.
Oh yeah.
So like you have to experience that for yourself, basically. Like it's so much fucked up stuff's happening. You got to just experience it.
It's really great. It's really great. It's something special. So go check it out.